Colton Underwood, the Bachelor from 2019, I think his season was.
Sure.
The late last week went on Good Morning America and made what can only be described as a shocking announcement. And Bachelor Nation absolutely lost their minds.
Obviously, like, this year's been a lot for a lot of people, and it's probably made a lot of people look themselves in the mirror and figure out who they are and what they've been running from or what they've been putting off in their lives.
Okay.
And for me, I've ran from myself for a long time. I've hated myself for a long time, and I'm gay, and I came to terms with that earlier this year and have been processing it. And the next step in all of this was sort of letting people know.
Okay, so I don't have a problem with Colton Underwood being gay. Mm-hmm. And Colton Underwood coming out and announcing this on Good Morning America, hey, more power to you, bro. Mm-hmm. The problem is Colton's kind of talking out of both sides of his mouth. So Colton says, well, I just figured this out or came to grips with it this year. And then later in the interview, and listen to this clip carefully, later in the interview, he says he knew when he was 6.
I literally remember praying to God the morning I found out that I was a bachelor and thanking him for making me straight. I remember that vividly of saying, like, finally you're letting me be straight. Finally you're giving me a wife, a fiance, and then I'm going to have the kids, and then I'm going to have the house, and then I'm going to have all this. I've known that I've been different since the age of 6. And I couldn't process it, and I couldn't put my finger on what it was until high school, my freshman year, when I knew I was gay. And by that time, I had already grown up in the Catholic Church. I have gone to Catholic grade school. I had learned in the Bible that gay is a sin. I had made mistakes in my sports and in my athletic career, and when you make mistakes, that play was gay, or that was a bad. Gay was always affiliated with a connotation of negativity, and I think there's a lot of things when I look back, I'm like, no wonder I held it in.
Listen. First of all, you knew when you were 6. This wasn't something that Colton Underwood came to terms with this during the pandemic, which is what he was trying to spin. And this idea that you can pray, quote unquote, pray the gay away needs to stop, because this is that religion thing we always talk about. And this is why I'm against organized religion. I'm a man of faith. I do not support organized religion. Mm-hmm. This guy is trying to say, well, I grew up Catholic and, being gay was always wrong, but I knew when I was 6. So wait a minute. Let me understand this. You played major college football, mm-hmm. and you're trying to say that you prayed the gay away and that you thanked God when you became the Bachelor because now you could be straight, or that you had defeated being gay. Mm-hmm. This does not add up. Mm-hmm. This does not add up. What do you say to his college teammates? What do you say to his friends? What do you say to the bachelorettes that were on that he was courting, especially this Cassie Randolph, who filed a restraining order against this bro because he put a tracking device on her car? Mm-hmm. That's not praying the gay away. That's not saying, hey, I'm struggling with my sexuality. That's you being kind of a crazy dude, mm-hmm. right? And then listen to this last clip, because this is amazing to me. That you knew when you were 6 that you were gay, yet you still took the role as the Bachelor.
I thought a lot about this too, of do I regret being the Bachelor, and do I regret handling it the way that I did? I do. I do think I could have handled it better. I'll say that.
How so?
Oh my God.
I just wish I wouldn't have dragged people into my own mess of figuring out who I was. I genuinely mean that. But I also, at the same time, like, that I can sit here and say I'm sorry to all of those women. I can also say thank you, because without them and without the Bachelor franchise, I don't know if this would have ever came out.
Okay, so wait. You knew when you were 6. You embraced it when you were 13. Yet you went on and played major college football, which I'm not saying is wrong. If you're gay and you're a football player, I don't have a problem with that. But you need to tell people. You need to be comfortable with that, right? And the thing that I really struggle with is this guy knew he was gay when he took the role as the Bachelor. He did it for the money. He did it for the fame. And so tell me this right now. In a moment that many young people in this country struggle with coming out, admitting that they're gay to their families, admitting they're gay to their circle of friends, you decided to take the Bachelor role anyway. You stood on a platform of virginity. Like, you understand this. Like, Colton Underwood talked about how he was a virgin because he hadn't found the right one.
The virgin Bachelor was a huge thing when he was on the show.
And it's all a fraud.
Yeah.
And let's just be honest. You only went on The Bachelor for the fame, right? You didn't care about these girls, which is why I don't understand why you stalked this Cassie Randolph, who, by the way, quit the show. She was one of the final 3. She walked off the show. He went to her apartment. He went to her parents' home in Huntington Beach. He put a tracking device on her car, according to the affidavit and the narrative for the restraining order, which was granted.
Yep.
What does this have to do with you being gay?
Yeah, well, and I think the thing that supports your point here, even moving forward, is number one, you felt the need to do a Good Morning America interview to announce this. It wasn't good enough for you to just tell your circle of people, your family and your friends or whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't good enough just to tell those people. And then to compound that, Netflix is doing a whole series on you. So I have to say that I do agree that he did it for the money and the fame.
He did it.
All that he's showing me with his actions is that's what this is all about. You went on The Bachelor to make money and to be on a TV show, and you thought that was awesome. And then hey, it didn't work out. Whatever. A couple years passed. Right. Now I got to do a Good Morning America interview. Now I got to do Netflix, and it's like just this whole thing. And so this really has almost nothing to do with the fact that, he's gay. It has almost nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with, like, the way he's handling it, why he's doing this. Because I don't buy for a second that, like, you had to go on Good Morning America to tell all these people.
And I think what this does is it makes it more difficult for the 13-year-old who actually wants to come out and be honest about it and is struggling with it. The suicide rates among closeted gays is incredible.
Yeah.
And
he talked about that in this interview. We don't have it here, but he did talk about it.
The strife and the struggle amongst people who are honestly and truly battling this is incredible. And I think Colton Underwood does an incredible disservice to that community. And I agree with Sean, not saying he's lying, but why would he be so obsessed with her if he was gay?
Yeah.
Why are you stalking this girl to the point where she has to get a restraining order against you?
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And that's why I say, like, do
you believe he's really gay?
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's this whole situation where what he's done is he's portrayed himself as a very weird guy. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Like you went on The Bachelor as a straight man, and everything, and everything is cool, but then you felt the need to come out and now say that you were gay. And so my question just is, and I think this is kind of what you're alluding to, what was the motivation for that? Why did we need to do a Good Morning America interview? That's what I don't get.
Because it builds his brand.
I guess.
I think that's what it is. But if you are, honest to goodness, think about if you were on his football team, if you were teammates with him, how betrayed do you feel?
Yeah.
I would think you would feel, and if he's telling the truth and he is gay, you don't necessarily owe an apology just to The Bachelor and the brand and the women on that show. I think you owe an apology to a lot of different people because he is clearly not a normal guy. He is clearly, and when I say normal, it has nothing to do with him being gay or straight. That doesn't make you normal or abnormal. What makes you abnormal is when you stalk people and when you're not honest and when you've lied to a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah.
It just, the whole thing strikes me as I need to brand myself.
And it doesn't help that he said on one hand, well, I just came to grips with this, but then on the other hand said he knew like that he was, because what he said was, I knew I was different at 6. I didn't quite know what it was, but then I really, like, I knew at 13.
I knew I was gay at 13.
Yeah, and
it doesn't take a pandemic for you to come to
that was
terms
one of
with
his
this.
major
Like,
other points. Yeah,
I
that's
spent
why
a
this
lot of
happened.
time alone during the pandemic, and come on. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's just the whole thing. This is why I say shows like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette it's garbage.
Yeah.
And so many people obsess over it.
Yeah.
So many people obsess over it.
'Cause it's a dream.
And I get like Survivor, and I get like the contestant shows. At least I understand. Like, I don't understand Naked and Afraid. I don't want fire ants on my branch. I really don't. So I don't understand that show. But like all these other like contestant shows, I kind of get that.
We're not slurping on Naked and Afraid.
No, man, sorry, dude. Like, you're living in some like crazy place and you are naked. With like insects in your.
Here's what's gonna happen, Tonto.
Yeah, look, I mean, you're in. No, man. Like, what would you go on a reality TV show? I mean, frankly, you need to be The Bachelor because you got 0 game.
Thanks.
You're going to be
Appreciate
single
that.
the rest of your life.
It's because I slurp, obviously.
Okay, wow. I'm not going to go there. Anyway, the point is, but like, would you go on a date? Would you go be The Bachelor?
Probably not, dude. Honestly, like I've only watched like 2 episodes of that in my entire life, and I didn't make it past like 10 minutes. Watching it. It's just it's hard for me to watch it. Honestly, like it's
yes.
so set up. It's so cheesy. It's so like I get that people love that, but that's just not.
Do we
my
watch
thing.
reality TV? What reality TV do we watch? I mean, I can't. I don't
Ink
think.
Master.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Ink Master. Deadliest Catch isn't really reality TV, is it?
It's reality TV. It's not a contestant show, though.
Yeah, Deadliest Catch, by the way, premieres.
Gold Rush is a
week.
reality TV show.
Yeah, I guess Gold Rush. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess we do watch them.
But I think there's a difference. Like Deadliest Catch and Gold Rush are more like, they're not documentaries, obviously, but they're more just like documenting what these dudes go through in their grind.
What a big paycheck. Miguel wants to know, would you be in The Bachelor for a big paycheck? Those guys make bank.
Yeah, I'm sure they do, but here's the thing. I don't want to make my big paycheck off a gimmick, and that's what this is. This is a gimmick. Ooh. This is you went on TV because here's the truth of it.
Does it lessen your relationship?
What do you mean?
Does it cheapen like?
Yes, it cheapens your relationship. Yes.
Do you have to because you have to explain that to your kids and your family and stuff.
Explain what?
That you met
on a game show?
Yeah,
or like a reality TV show.
Hey, Mom, where'd you guys meet? Did you fall in love at
but
the
here's
grocery
the thing.
store?
This is we can't just skip
in the
over
produce
this.
market?
Bro, we can't just skip over this. If you met your wife on The Bachelor, both families are totally,
it's awkward.
Wrapped up. No, I don't think it's awkward at all. I think both families are about it. I think they're in it. They're like, yes, we're on TV. This is awesome. Like, because the parents are on the show. The parents are on the show. Like when he goes and meets the parents, they're on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Sean. He says it's the fakest show there is.
It is. It's a joke.
Yeah,
it's a scheme.
Ty says you guys need to watch less TV. Get out of your house.
Well, we don't watch jazz games, so I mean,
I'm out of the house. That's why we never.
we don't watch.
And
jazz
Ty,
games.
by the way, Tyler is one of the guys who's like, do you guys ever even watch games? No, I'm busy watching The Bachelor, bro. Well, I can't watch both. Anyway, there you have it.